right, so we're gonna jump right in and get started with our entryway. I'm going to apologize in advance because my upstairs neighbors are determined to be upstairs neighbors. They have a big dog and the dog has been howling. The children have been like screaming and stuff. So if you do hear some screaming or howling, I promise you no one's getting murdered. It's just my neighbors being noisy. So hopefully they will be quiet. I've been kind of waiting for when I think that they would settle down to start recording, but unfortunately that does not seem like it's going to happen today. I'm going to be using this little love seat in a few different spots in our build. The cottage is kind of like a rustic-y, little bit whimsical, magic sort of vibe. I didn't have like a strict idea in mind when I built this cabin, but this is just what it turned out to be. So hopefully you like it. But anyways, I need the, why am I going here for the umbrella? It's not there. I'm gonna search it up this way. We're using this guy. I'm just gonna stick it here in the corner. Not in the corner. Yeah, in the corner. Because I'm gonna be giving them a little entryway thing. We're gonna be using that hutch from the horse ranch pack. So let me pull that out. It's not a hutch, it's this mudroom cubby, but it is from the horse ranch pack, and I'm going to be using this dark brown shade. So we're going to tuck you in right about there. Make sure you're not hitting into that wall. Okay, I think that was it for the entryway. I'm going to pull out the coat rack that I always use. We're going to put it there. Yeah, we're going to be using this. I feel like I use this in literally every single one of my builds. But I don't know why, it's just cute, but it's fast for me to pull it out by searching it. So that's why I normally say that. This is gonna be a little study. So I'm gonna pull out the desk we're gonna be using. We're gonna be using the one from the Get Together pack, which is this one. We're gonna be using a darker shade. We're gonna use this one so it matches that wood better. For the chair, we're gonna be using the dining chair that I believe also came with the Get Together pack. Yep, we're going to be using this one. It's the main course dining chair from the Get Together pack. And I'll change the swatch so that it goes better with the table we chose. And then I put in these lights temporarily. It's not actually going to be this bright. I decided to go with some moody lighting, but I am going to be pulling out the light that's going to go on top of this desk. So we're using this one from the Get Together pack on top of the desk. I'm going to tilt it that way and just for whatever reason. For the actual computer, we're going to be using the one from the Cottage Living pack in the dark brown shade just so that it blends in nicely. But right here, I pulled out, let me get it. It's from the Werewolf pack, but I don't remember exactly what it is. It's this. It's the Lunar Experts Folio. It's just decorative, but it looks cool. So we are going to be using it. Finish up this little area here. I'm going to pull out, I'm going to give them a grandfather clock. It's the base game one. We're going to be tucking that in right here. And for the pictures, I'm going to be using the two pictures that came with the Realm of Magic pack. We're going to be pulling this one up right here, right about there. And then we're going to use this one, but not in that swatch. We're using that swatch. And I'm going to tuck this behind little coat rack that we have here. But yeah, I think that's good for here. This is kind of like an entryway study. We're going to put a dining table here in a sec. Yeah, I just ended up with this funky little hallway, so I decided to make it multifunctional. We're going to use this green rug that came from the Realm of Magic. I put a little display case, not from the Realm of Magic. We're gonna use this one from the Eco Lifestyle pack. And I'm gonna tuck it right here because I figured it'd be nice to have some storage. We're not gonna use that shade though. We're gonna use the darker one. Thank you. Okay, and then I'm gonna put a little laundry basket here also. All right, I did a little laundry basket here. Which table did I use here? Hold on. I gotta look at this and then I'll pull it out and be right back. All right, it's this one from the Cats and Dogs pack, and then it looks like the chairs that I used, these ones from the Horse Ranch pack. I'm just gonna give them little flowers here. I think it's cute. So this is our little dining nook area. Your Sims should still be able to pass through these two areas, but I think that we can move on with the kitchen next. So for the kitchen, we are going to be pulling out our counters first. We are going to be using the Horse Ranch pack counters. So I got a little creative with this kitchen. I'm going to be putting a right-hand side one and a central one there. Here I'm going to be putting two centrals, I believe. believe. No, that looks like a left-hand one, actually. I'm gonna be putting two more counters here. This is a very odd kitchen that I ended up building. So give me 2 clicks and I'll show you what I end up doing, because we are actually going to be putting a fireplace there. I wanted to give it like a very old medievalish vibe, and I thought that having a fireplace like this used to be where they cooked the food before they actually got like a stove installed. Do I want to change the color? Maybe that one. I think that matches slightly better. Maybe not the stone so much, but the wood. I'll switch it later, or you can switch it if you don't like it. You can switch it if you download this build. We're going to be using this base scheme refrigerator, and I'm going to be tucking this in the corner. This one, if I can grab it here. Maybe we'll change that actually. Oh, here we go. My remote's glitching. Give me a second. All right, I think I got it fixed. If I just save the game and come back, then it'll fix it. But even then, it doesn't work all the way. So I'm deeply sorry about that. Actually, I think we'll switch for this one. This looks better. Again, this is not what I originally planned, but that does look kind of better. It kind of doesn't make sense, because why would you want to put a bunch of dishes over a fridge? Like, that's such a difficult spot to reach, but I'm leaving it. If I sit here and overthink everything, we're going to be here all day. We'll put this one here, and then let's use the central one for over here by the fireplace. There we go. Is that the right color? No, it's not. Hold on. What color is this one? Oh, okay. Yep. See? There you go. Oh, Sims. Okay. For the stove, we're going to be using this one that's also base game with the wood underneath. So it's like they got upgraded slightly from using the fireplace to cook in, but still very old. We're going to use this one because it kind of matches the metal. And then for right over this, we're actually not going to be putting cabinets here because I felt like it was a bit too crowded. So we're going to be using the cottage living shelving. I'm going to pull it out. We're going to be using this one, but I think we're going to use it. Let's see if I can find a darker shade. I think this is the darkest one we have. Yeah, we're going to be using this guy. And then I'm going to pop a light on top of it. This one is the base game one. All right, there we go. So that's the candle done. I'm going to be putting a window covering, a curtain. My goodness. Apparently the the remote's not the only thing glitching, it's my brain also. I'm doing slightly better, I guess. Slightly. Not breaking any promises, but I did not make a video partially because I just wasn't feeling up to it, and then also because the remote was glitching and it made building very difficult, and I thought it'd be annoying for me to be recording while it was doing that. So that's why there was not a video on Monday. I'm really sorry, and I did feel bad about it, but hopefully things will behave and work out fine. Now we're going to be moving into the living room area. I'm going to start off with pulling out a plant, and we're going to be using this one from the cottage living pack, and I'm going to be tucking it right here. I just wanted to add a little greenery. And then right here, I'm going to be using the side table that came with the horse ranch pack. It's a really good table, honestly. I use it a lot. We're going to use this end table. I'm going to be using the TV that came with, actually I think that is the right shade. We'll stick to the dark one. I'm going to be using the TV that you can get it with the cheap menu, but it's the vintage Atena TV that came with the Eco Lifestyle pack. I actually forgot two things actually for the kitchen, so let's pop in there really quick so I don't forget. Okay, I totally forgot these 2 pieces of clutter. So I gave them a bread box and this little kitchen clutter that came from the horse ranch pack, but I also completely forgot to put in a sink. I swear, you guys, my brain is pudding. Like, it's a lot, y'all. I guess we'll just put the sink here. Again, the layout's a little bit funny, but I hopefully this makes a lot of sense. I guess we could put it there by the sink. Maybe we'll do that. I'll put it over here. If you don't like it there, you can put it here. But yeah, when I originally built this, I forgot to put a sink. So my goodness, I can't believe myself sometimes. Okay, so now I promise we are going to be focusing on the living room, but I am glad that I caught that before I moved on too far from doing that. So for the living room, we're going to be using couches that came with the get together pack. We're going to use the short one and then the longer one. But I am going to switch the colors so that it's like the darker shade. I think we'll use these shades. So this one is going to go right there. And then this one, I'm going to tuck it right up against this window. Just like that. Okay, for this little corner, I wanted to give them some extra storage. So I'm gonna pull out a hutch. I think I'm gonna go with the one from the cottage living pack. I'm gonna pull that out and then show you maybe some other things that I'm gonna be pulling out for this living room. So I pulled out the hutch from the cottage living pack. I gave them this table from the cats and dogs pack, and then this coffee table is from the get together pack. So I'm gonna be moving this guy over a little bit more. And then I'm moving, because I need to move this nightstand over to make sure that Sims can still walk through here. Move on a little bit more. I'm gonna have to play test this before I'm shared on the gallery. So if the Sims can't get out, then I'm probably just gonna delete this table just to make sure, but I'm pretty certain they should be able to move through there. So I'll have to remember to play test this before I share it on the gallery. And yeah, if there's ever a build that you're like, ooh, that's really cool. I put all my builds on the gallery. My gallery ID is FloraCat3. I always put it in the description. So be sure to check out any builds and stuff. If you like it, it's there for you to download. We're going to be using this pot. I think it's this one. Just so that this spot's not empty. I don't think I used that color though. Maybe the yellow one. We'll go with this one. And then for the pictures, I believe it was 2 base game ones, but let me pull them out because it takes a while and then I'll show you. Yep, okay. We have 2 base game pictures, art in a box and number 46 landscape. Yep, I think that fits quite nicely in that area. Now for the little final touches, I'm going to be pulling out a rug for this room. All right, I'm back. I think that we're good. Sorry about that. Anyways, we're going to be using this rug that is from the Growing Together pack, I believe. This one, I believe. I think it's this swatch. Looks like this swatch. So we're going to tuck that in like that. And for the final touch, in this little corner, I'm going to be using, it's from the Cottage Living pack. Let me find it. This little blanket basket. It's the basket of cozies. And I'm just gonna be tucking that in the corner just because I thought it would be nice. I didn't want to leave this corner empty. So now we're gonna be doing our little sunroom slash dining area. Just a secondary dining area, nothing, it's not a lot, honestly. I also need to play test this before share this build. And we are gonna be using this table, so that's convenient. But we are not going to be using the tables that go with this though. We're gonna be using the bar stool that came with the horse ranch pack. This one. Excuse me, we're actually using this one from the bar stools that came with the cats and dogs pack. That looks better. And we're going to change this color wood so that it matches the wood tones better. And then we are going to be using the horse ranch pack hallway table. And I'm going to go from above for this one and tuck it in there. Actually, no, because I'm putting a little plant there. So we're going to pull you out slightly. For out here, it's a sunroom, so obviously there is going to be plants. So I'm going to be putting a hanging plant. We're going to use this one from the Paranormal Stuff Pack and this cute little Fungi Realty Studio apartment one from the, I believe that's the Growing Together pack. And I'm going to kind of tuck it here behind the door slightly, just so that there's not an empty space. And then for on top of here, I'm going to put a basket from Jungle Adventure and then some puzzles from the Growing Together pack. Here, I'm just going to get them puzzled just so like there's something for them to do out here. Nice little spot to hang out. Okay, and then I'm going to put one more plant here. We're going to use this one from the Laundry Day pack. It's quite a big plant, but I'm going to see if I can squeeze it into that corner. Just like that, and the Sims should still be able to get around so they can get to this chair. For the finishing touch, I'm just going to be putting the little lights basket. It's the basket so that they can put like lights and stuff. We're in December and it is the holiday season. So I wanted to make it so that if you wanted to put like Christmas lights or whatever lights out, then you can do so. So let me find that and then I will show you when it's done. Here it is, the attic stack decoration box. I'm just gonna stick it here in the corner. Not that color. Let's see, the blue one is a little less garish. Yeah, just so that if you want to decorate this house, I didn't necessarily mean for this to be a seasonal build, but that way if you want it to be, then you can make it so. Anyways, we are going to move on to the bathroom. All right, for the bathroom, we're going to be using a bunch of stuff from the Horse Ranch pack, which includes our bathtub. We're going to be using the wood one to stick with our rustic-y theme. And you're going to be tucked in here. We're not using that swatch though. A little lighter. There we go. That'll look nice. And then for the toilet, we're using the one from the vampire pack, just because it's very old looking. And we're going to stick with the gold so that the metal parts and the pipe, the plumbing and stuff all has like gold on it. So we're going to stick to the gold theme. That's why I'm using that one. I really cannot talk today. I swear. I can honestly never really talk. Like, if you've been watching my videos for a while, then you know. I simply cannot talk. I'm working on it. But I'm just a jumbled person. And yeah, unfortunately, that's just how it is. It is what it is. Okay, so we are going to be using the sink from the Horse Ranch pack. I'm going to give them a towel rack, and we're going to be using that mirror from the Werewolf pack because it's very pretty and cool, and it fits our little fantasy-esque theme. Again, I didn't really have a strict idea when I was building this. It just kind of happened like that, but my cozy cottagey-esque builds seem to do quite well, so I'm making sure I make plenty more of those for you guys to enjoy. And then that's the towel rack, and then I'm going to be giving them this one that came from the laundry day pack, just because I did give outside. I've been doing outside off camera, just be oh dang, it's glitching again. All right, that seems to have fixed it. What was I saying? Oh, right. I've been doing like the exterior of our builds off camera just because I feel like maybe that's not so much what people want to watch. They don't want to watch me doing landscaping for half the video. Some people like landscaping, some people don't. So I've just been showing me getting straight to the cream on the cob, straight to like the decorating the interior, because I figure that's probably what most people are more interested in seeing. So hopefully that's the case. But anyways, we are going to be doing this little hallway really quick. There's not too much going on in this hallway, but I did not want to leave it empty. So we're gonna be using this picture that I believe is base game. Yep, we're gonna be using this one. It's the Bembe Mirage hand woven tapestry. And we're gonna be using it in this dark wood swatch. And I'm gonna pop you right there, right about there. I want to give him a little bit of storage. So I'm going to pull out that basket, box, crate, chest. Chest, we'll go with chest. Chest from the Horse Ranch pack. So let me pull that out real quick. Here we go. We're just going to put this right underneath the window here. And then I'm going to be using that same bench that we used by the entryway over here, just because this is like a secondary entrance or exit. So I wanted to give them a spot that if maybe they want to take their boots off because they got muddy while they were outside, they don't have to worry about tracking mud through the floor. And then I think I'm going to give them the same entryway rug here, but just keep it small. I don't love that, but it doesn't look good when it's too big for that area, if that makes sense. And then for the rug, I believe I used the one that came with the laundry. We're gonna use this one. I'm gonna turn it that way. Is that too big? A little bit. No, I think that's fine. Is it? That's not the right shade though. We're gonna stick to the red. There we go. It's okay, it cuts in a little bit, but I'm gonna choose to ignore it. We're gonna be putting this over on that window also. And then I'm going to be pulling out a basket there just so that if they are going outside and they want to harvest something, they don't have to go all the way back. And then I'm also going to put another coat rack here. So let me pull that stuff out so we're not here forever, and then I'll show you the end. Here we go. We're just going to use this one from the laundry day pack. And then I also forgot that I'm going to be using the Wicker Whims shelving just over here over our little shelf here. Move you over a little bit, please. Right about there. I think that's good. Okay. I'm going to tuck this against the wall, and then we're going to move on to our bedroom, and that's going to be the final room for this video. For the bedroom, we are going to be using, I'm going to pick out the rug first, I guess, just for whatever reason. That's what I'm remembering first. We're actually gonna be using this one from the cats and dogs. I kind of like the woven-esque look. And we're gonna be giving them another fireplace in here. That's not fireplace, that's sofa. We're gonna be using the same fireplace that we used in the kitchen, and that's gonna be up against this wall. For the bed is going up against this wall, so I'm just gonna keep the camera here. We are using this one that came from the cats and dogs pack. We're gonna use this one because I like having the posters, the 4-poster bed, and the blue is the least defensive. I'm more worried about the wood matching. Honestly, I hate when I'm building and like there's like too many different types of colors of wood. Sometimes I notice it and it'll drive me crazy. Other times I'll completely ignore it. So yeah, we're gonna use the same nightstand that we used in the living room to keep it easy peasy. And then I'm going to not give them a second one. I'm gonna give them some books in here. I think that the person that lives here, maybe they could be a witch. If you wanted to add like a cauldron and stuff to this build and lean in more to the fantasy, you could of course do that. But I definitely think that they like to keep to themselves, and maybe they're a studious person. They study like plants and whatnot. Let me find it. It's from the werewolf pack. Hold on. I actually lied. It's the stack of books from the cats and dogs pack. I think it's because the werewolf pack does have like some suitcase themed things. I thought it was from that pack, but I was incorrect. All right, so I'm also gonna be giving them the same plant that we used in the sunroom. Oh, it's glitching again. Oh boy. Hopefully I don't have to pause again. Hopefully I'm able to edit this so that it's a little bit less annoying for you guys, but I am very annoyed. Greatly annoyed, in fact. We're gonna be putting it right over the suitcase. I just thought it looked cute. And then for the pictures, it's 2 base game pictures. I'm gonna pull them out and then I'll show them to you. Yeah, we're gonna use this one. It's the History of the World's print 3 and the antiqued patent posters for just over the bed. It's a little gallery wall, just so it's not so empty. And then for the light, I'm gonna use that same oil lamp that we put in the kitchen. I'm just gonna pop it here, just so that if they get up in the night and they need to go to the bathroom or something, they can just grab this and take this with them. Okay. So next we are going to be finishing up this little area here. We can start off with the dresser, which is going to be here. We're going to use this one from the Horse Ranch pack. And I'm going to try and kind of tuck this in. I believe we use this color. Yeah. We're going to tuck it in there just so it's kind of out of the way. And then in this corner, we're going to be using this plant that came with the Jungle Adventure pack. This one, it's the Lonely Potted Tree. And I just liked how it looked. We're going to tuck it in here. Is that cutting out? It's fine. It's okay. And I'm going to give them the stool that's also from the Jungle Adventure pack. Just here. I don't know particularly why. I think it's just so that way if they are tending to the fire or whatnot, they have somewhere to sit. But I'm going to tuck this up against the wall so that our Sims can still get around. And to finish it up, I'm just going to pull out some books, a potted plant, and something else to put up here. I'm going to do it off camera. It's going to take me a minute to move it up, and then I'll show you when I'm done. All right, here we go. I think I'm going to move these over probably, but I just wanted to show you that it is all done. And I believe that this is going to be it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already so you never miss out on any of my new videos. I also would like to take this moment to invite you to donate to my Ko-fi account. If you would like to help support me and this channel, I would deeply appreciate it. But anyways, that is it for this video. I will see you guys in my next video. Until then, please take care and I will see you next time.